Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, heaven Godspeed.
With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 4 of 4.
Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Наши программы предлагают много языков. Пожалуйста, посмотрите suprememastertv.com/schedule.
In every country, there are rich people and poor people. You can't help it, as I told you already. All this crazy war and spending on killing instead. And even if England did not make war, the war in other countries also involved UK, then they also have to spend a lot of money on that, on the war, since World War I and World War II already.
Please keep watching to find out more.
You don't have to be vegan or making peace. You won't die in hell. You'll live forever, just suffering and burned and punished to no end.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centres near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English and Norwegian with subtitles in Arabic, Olasese, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, Thai, and Ukrainian og Iranian. Velkommen, kjære seere. Mitt navn Anine. Naturelskende folk fra Norge setter pris på deres edle bestrebelser på å besvare og beskytte vår vakre planet. Kongeriket Norge ligger på vestsiden av Skandinavia, hvor det deler sin østlige landegrense mot Sverige. Dens omfattende kystlinje møtes av Nordsjøen, Norskehavet og Barentshavet. Som et land utmerket av sine mange snødekte fjell, isbreer, dype kystfjorder og øyer, tilbyr Norge noen av verdens flotteste utsikter og fascinerende landskaper som kan ta pusten fra en. Dette midnattssolens land også hjemsted for storslåtte, uforglemmelige nordlys, som mest synlige under sine lange arktiske vintre. Landets uberørte naturlige skjønnhet står i kontrast til et pulserende kulturliv funnet i sine kosmopolitiske byer som Oslo og Stavanger, som viser fram den berømte skandinaviske stilen for design. Norge også verdensledende innen grønn energi, med 98% av dens kraft fra fornybare kilder. Det norske folk kjent for sin respekt og toleranse overfor andre, samt lojalitet for sitt land og familie. Deres arv kan sees I den tradisjonelle norske drakten, som kalles bunad, med mer enn 200 design som representerer forskjellige regionale bakgrunner, bæres bunaden av menn, kvinner og barn for å feire sin flotte norske arv. Vi liker å introdusere fantastiske Norge til dere. Fredsbeskyttende seere, måtte deres iver etter å sette pris på Guds skaperverk lede dere til det evige guddommelige lyset I dere. I flere tiår har høyeste mester Ching Hai, veganer, opplyst vår verden med hennes guddommelige lære. Hun en fullt opplyst mester og formidler Kuan Yin-metoden for meditasjon til de som ønsker å umiddelbart oppdage Guds natur I seg selv, og for å oppnå evig frigjøring fra transmigrasjonssyklusen I løpet av et livsløp. Kuan Yin-metoden har blitt praktisert av alle opplyste mestere, slik som den tilbedte verdens ærede Shakyamuni Buddha, veganer, den tilbedde Guds sønn Jesus Kristus, vegetarianer, den ærede mester og filosofen Konfusius, vegetarianer, den ærede herren Krishna, vegetarianer, den ærede mester og filosofen Lao Tzu, veganer, den ærede herren Mahavira, veganer, den elskede profeten Muhammed, vegetarianer, fred være med ham, Sri Guru Nanak Devji, vegetarianer, og mange flere. Høyeste mester Ching Hai, veganer, understreker at hvis vi alltid husker på Gud, yter uselvisk tjeneste til andre og følger universets lover, vil vi nå vårt høyeste potensiale som mennesker og virkelig forstå vårt formål på jorden. Som et eksepsjonelt levende eksempel på medfølelse sender hun regelmessig med kjærlighet, materiale og økonomisk assistanse til flyktninger, hjemløse, ofre for naturkatastrofer og andre som trenger støtte. Høyeste mester Ching Hai, veganer, takker respektfullt alle spesielle enkeltpersoner, organisasjoner, ledere og regjeringer for all din ekte kjærlige pågående støtte. Måtte himmelen velsigne deg for alltid. Vi, medlemmene av høyeste mester Ching Hais internasjonale forbund, også oppriktig takknemlige for din utviste godhet og ønsker deg alt godt. Høyeste mester Ching Hai, veganer, mottar kjærlighet og anerkjennelse fra ulike organisasjoner, medier, myndigheter, enkeltpersoner og mottar mange priser som Gusi Peace Prize I 2006, ansett som Nobels fredspris I Østen, verdens åndelige lederskapspris I 1994, Mahavers pris I 2008, 22. februar og 25. oktober ble begge proklamert som høyeste mester Ching Hais dag, utnevnt som æresborger av USA og så videre, og har blitt hedret gjennom årene med utallige andre priser og utmerkelser for hennes enestående filantropiske og humanitære gjerninger. osv. Vi beklager at vi ikke kan vise mange andre priser og utmerkelser på grunn av mangel på plass og tid. Høyeste mester Ching Hai, veganer, takker respektfullt alle spesielle enkeltpersoner, organisasjoner, ledere og regjeringer for all din ekte kjærlige, pågående støtte. Måtte himmelen velsigne deg for alltid. Vi, medlemmene av Høyeste mester Ching Hais internasjonale forbund, er også oppriktig takknemlige for din utviste godhet og ønsker deg alt godt. En sann stemme for våre vakre dyremenneskevenner, Høyeste mester Ching Hai, veganer, fremmer den fredelige, kjærlige, plantebaserte kosten og ser for seg med menneskehetens oppvåkning og hellighet med alt liv. En rolig og strålende, helvegansk verden hvor mennesker av både dyr og menneskerike lever i respektfull harmoni. Hennes initiativer, inkludert distribusjon av løpebladet Alternative Living, de internasjonale veganske restaurantene Loving Hut, firmaer for veganske matprodukter, veganske pelsprodukter, Høyeste mester fjernsyn. Hun skrev også brev og samtaler med innflytelsesrike styresmakter og medieledere, deltok på telekonferanser om klimaendringer osv. Enten vi er bevisst på det eller ikke, så har hennes innsats hatt enorm innflytelse på global bevissthet om den dyremenneskevennlige livsstilen, og hvordan denne omtenksomme måten kan bringe varig fred mellom nasjoner, mens man redder vår planet fra klimaendringer og katastrofer. Høyeste mester Ching Hai, veganer, har reist over hele verden og holdt samtaler offentlig og med hennes disipler om et variert utvalg av spirituelle emner. På den 30. november 2022 brukte vår mest elskede Høyeste mester Ching Hai, veganer, dyrebar tid på å dele sin kjærlighet og visdom, og å svare på spørsmål medlemmene hadde om forskjellige emner. I dag er vi velsignet med å presentere den innsiktsfulle konferansen med tittelen Himmelen bistår de som er på den barmhjertige veganske veien, del 1 av 3 deler, på programmet mellom mester og disipler, meddelt på kinesisk.
Warning: sensitive content.
Người ngồi đó đẹp từ trên đến trán, tóc cơ vàng và mắt biếc đại dương, đà nam rồng môi chín mộng lời ngọt liềm từng ngón đàn tha thiết.
Hello, Master.
Hello, Master.
Hello, Master.
Hi, how you know it's me?
Very easy recognize.
Yeah, okay. It's good. I like to talk this way because you guys are always ready.
Yes.
Always, anytime, even late or early morning or late night, and anywhere. So thank you for this. It makes me feel welcome, as if you really like to hear me talking to you, my voice.
Yes, Master.
As if.
We like to hear from Master very much.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, Master, we are.
Then it's good. Then it's good. Are you all okay after moving again?
Yes, Master. We are okay.
We are fine.
Yeah, try to get used to the new environment. It doesn't matter. It's all work anyway.
Yes, yes.
Not like, okay, we like this scenery or we like this sightseeing. No such thing, huh? Sorry. Really sorry. I appreciate that you guys are easygoing. I'm sorry you had to keep moving recently.
It's okay, Master.
It's okay, Master.
Anyway, join the club. Join my club. Welcome to my world. We don't mind going. Just it's a lot of equipment and arrangements, and have to work fast. Have to work also.
Yes.
When we're moving, it's sometimes like delaying or obstructing work a little bit. That's all we care about. Otherwise, it doesn't matter where. It's all in God's realm. In our mind, it's always God's realm.
Yes,
Master.
Yeah, this world is like that. It's not all simple, you know. It always has a lot of borders, a lot of bureaucracy, a lot of visa problems. That's the problem. But we won't be long in this world, so be patient. Just endure it.
Yes,
What?
Understand, Master.
No matter how many problems, it won't be long. We won't stay here forever in this world.
Yes.
Master.
Yeah. We'll go home at the end of our life. It's not all that long. I remember that when you saw some shows and you picked some of my old times, like 20, 30 years ago photos, they look young and beautiful. I like it. And just in the blink of an eye, now I am much older than at that time. Much, much older. It's so fast. Yeah. I just want to see if you're all right and everything's good. Do you have good food and people buy food for you, take good care of you?
Yes,
Master.
we have, Master.
Okay, don't spare on that.
Yes.
You must have good food. And all the vitamins I told you to take, you have, right? All of you?
Yes, we
Master.
have.
Yes,
We have, Master.
Yeah, I told all of you. I mean, I can only take care of the in-house. The outside people know everything. They can take care of themselves. Right. Then it's good. Anything you want to tell me or ask me or report?
Yes, Master, we have some news to report.
Oh, tell me.
Yes. The First Lady of Ukraine, Olena Zelenska, has urged the UK to unite the world and help end the war in Ukraine. She is comparing the Ukraine suffering to that of the UK in World War II.
Yeah, that is true. It is true. Not just the UK, but, many countries in the world truly have experienced terrible disasters from the war.
Yes, Master.
So many decades and, all these centuries as well. Just long ago, we did not have so much correspondence like nowadays. Information is easier to obtain today than long ago. Yeah, during World War I or World War II, for example. Otherwise, war is always terrible.
Yes, Master.
And I hope the whole world really helps Ukraine, meaning Ukraine, of course, to regain their peace, because they done nothing wrong. All they do is just plant food to feed the world in their own peaceful and humble way. They don't deserve this. It's terrible. Every time I read some news about Ukraine suffering during the war, I cry so much. I told God I cannot cry anymore because of the suffering of the animals, people. But I just cry again. I just did. Some time ago, even maybe 20 minutes ago, before I call you. I just can't help it. I cannot help crying. My heart just is in so much pain. So much pain. I don't know what kind of world we live in that has to be like this. Why? My God, so much money spent on the war, that all this money will help all the people in the world, and nobody ever has to be hungry or suffer any need at all. We can even build houses for everyone and give them all the food they need, everything they need. I mean, the basics.
Yes, Master. We understand.
This doesn't have to be luxury or anything, but they could have a home and food on the table.
Yes.
And now, all this money is spent just for quelling people, inflicting pain on anyone. It's women and children even. There's nothing wrong. This is a crazy world. Oh, God.
She also stated that Russia has brought systematic violence, rape and torture to women, children and men in her country.
And it's important also for us to understand that sexually related crimes is not just about violence or threatening. In fact, this is another instrument that they're using as their weaponry. This is another weapon in their arsenal in this war conflict. That's why they're using this systematically and openly. They're very open about this. That is why it's extremely important to recognize this as a war crime and to bring all the perpetrators to accountability.
Ми знаємо, що наймолодшій дівчинці
The youngest girl who was raped by the Russian occupiers was 4 years old. The oldest survivor was 85. These are the victims we know. How many victims we still don't know about?
This kind of brutal bad behavior makes a very terrible reputation for Russia as a whole.
Yeah, you're right. I also read some of this. Also, it is said that the Russian soldiers, they are very open about it. They even tell their wives about the raping women and children system there. And the woman didn't even stop it. Did not say, don't do it. As a woman to woman, how can this be? They say, okay, you can do it, just don't tell me, meaning don't tell her.
Wow.
Don't tell the Russian wife. It's been kind of encouraging.
Так, ты давай там украинских баб насилуй, да, мне ничего не говори, понятно?
Ага.
Я сегодня
Насиловать, и тебе ничего не говорить?
Да, чтобы я ничего не знала.
Можно, да?
Да, разрешаю. Только предохраняйся.
Хорошо.
How can a woman be like that to another woman? Suppose she herself, the Russian wife of these soldiers, is being raped and tortured, or her children or her boys are being raped, molested and tortured like that. How would she feel?
Yes, Master.
I don't know why the Russians, I don't think all the Russian people are like this. That's it for sure. And maybe only those who are so brainwashed or evil in their mind. Otherwise, nobody can do this. Why do the Russian people or these Russians who participate in or encourage this system want to give Russia such a devilish reputation in the world and in history?
Right.
How can anybody ever trust Russians again? Any Russian?
Yes.
It makes people frightened of Russians and distrust and be disgusted with the Russian people. And this is terrible. It is not fair for the good Russians.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Oh, I don't know what to say anymore. It's terrible. As a woman myself, this is horrible to hear that some Russian women even support it or not discourage it.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Like these Russians, how do they even lift their faces up and look at other people or look into their own mirror? What kind of demons have they become and influencing others in their country to make their country become such a demonic nation that is abhorred by the whole planetary citizens? That I don't understand how they want to do that and why.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. How can they support such a demonic war and brutal system like that? And even on TV, on their own TV and all that, supporting these kinds of things and supporting more violence. Oh my God. What a country. What a system. What a government. Oh, this is truly, truly unthinkable.
You know, normally in society, if somebody rapes somebody, not to talk about children, men, and no women even, they will be accused as criminal and will be put in jail and punished accordingly.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
right.
Yes.
So I don't know why a wife of a dignified soldier, even if she believes that he fights for a good cause, would want to agree to encourage to make her husband into a criminal like that.
Yes, right.
Yes, Master.
And Russia, leaders of Russia, I don't understand you. Why? Not only do you take criminals out of prisons to fight for your so-called justified war, but you also want to make your citizens become criminals as well.
A quiet rural neighborhood shattered by barbaric violence. In a village west of Kyiv, a first-hand account of rape by invading soldiers.
A soldier entered our house. My husband and I were there. At gunpoint, he took me to a neighboring house. He was ordering me, "Take your clothes off or I'll shoot you." Then he started raping me.
She returned home to find her husband shot in the abdomen. He died 2 days later. She buried him in the backyard.
I found drugs and Viagra that they left behind. They would get high and they were drunk. Most of the invading soldiers are killers, rapists and looters. I want to ask Putin, why is this happening? I don't understand. We're not living in the Stone Age.
Just up the road, we heard of another rape case. This is the house a woman was taken to and assaulted. Upstairs, the bedroom where she was later killed. It's a disturbing scene. We travelled 70 miles east to another village. To what used to be the home of a family. The woman who lived in this house managed to escape along with her child. She called the Ukrainian police and she's given them her testimony. She's told them she was raped multiple times by the 2 drunk Russian soldiers who killed her husband. And she said they threatened to kill her little boy too if she didn't do exactly as they said. As the soldiers left, they burned down the house. In Kyiv, we met Ukraine's human rights ombudsman, Lyudmila Denisova, who's been recording rape cases.
About 25 girls and women aged 14 to 24 were raped during the occupation in the basement of one house in Bucha. 9 of them are pregnant. A 25-year-old woman called to tell us her 16-year-old sister was raped in the street in front of her. To calculate the number of such sexual crimes is impossible at the moment because not everyone has come to us. Not everyone is willing to talk to us.
Where does justice go now? What kind of country do you want to make your nation become? What kind of people do you want to turn your citizens into? What kind of reputation do you want to show the whole community of the world? What kind of worthy cause can you justify for yourself? Ask yourself and kneel forever on your knees to ask humans to forgive you. Not to talk about asking God to forgive you yet. I hope you have a tiny little weeny bit of a mustard seed of belief in the judgment of God to do that. Even if you have lost all of your dignity or your self-esteem already, which I believe you did. You did lose all that matters to be a gentleman in this world. I still bother myself to ask you this question because I do miss Russia, the Russian people who have been so kind to me that I don't forget. The moral standard that they had to help me in very little things that I appreciated. I miss Russia, the country that I could have been even free enough to go there, to be accepted, to make a lecture in Moscow, the capital of your country. I miss that country. I miss that Russia.
Yes. Yes, Master.
Where does that Russia go? Under your leadership. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on all of you who support your crazy, brutal, evil cause of war in Ukraine or anywhere else. Shame on you. You should be repenting forever. If you even have any IQ or any little moral left to do that. I will pray that hell will spare you. But I am not sure my prayers would be effective in your case. And it's not too difficult to imagine that these so-called soldiers, when they come back to your country, having been misled into this kind of indecent, cruel, wicked taste of raping people, they might continue to do that in your country. Maybe to your wife, your lovers, your partners, your children. Good luck. That it won't happen to you and your other innocent citizens. And when they come back to your country and they commit the same sin, the same crime, and in a peaceful time, they will be punished or be jailed according to the civilized law. But this crime has been taught during the war by their own leaders of their own nation. Is that the thing that you can accept? Anybody can accept?
No, Master.
No.
And for the woman who almost like encouraged your husband in a foreign land to rape all the women and all the little children, boys or girls or men, do you think this is a noble thing to do? Why would you want a criminal, this ugly, filthy, brutal criminal as a husband and as the father of your children? The women or men or young boys, young girls, little children, they have nothing to do with the politics in Ukraine or anywhere else.
They held me in captivity for 5 days, and those were horrible 5 days. I was interrogated by the local collaborators. I was beaten, humiliated, and had to undergo continuous tortures. At one point, I realized that I just stopped being a person. They were not treating me as a human.
Elisa had been filming a documentary when she was captured in the Donetsk region. She was sexually abused by a Russian commander.
And he forced me to take out of my clothes and take a bath in front of him. And after, he didn't let me put any clothes on me, only like a small towel. And he put his gun in front of me, and he was cleaning his gun, and he was just enjoying his power, that he can do whatever he wants, and I could do nothing, almost naked next to him. And after, he tried to rape me.
Our own teams in Ukraine have seen evidence of this. We filmed at this house in a village outside Kyiv, where 2 Russian soldiers allegedly raped 2 Ukrainian women. One of them was Vika, who told us why she wanted to share her ordeal.
Жінки, які їх теж, я знаю багато жінок, не мовчіть, розказуйте, їх треба покарати.
28-year-old Olena and her husband Sasha were living in Hostomel when the war started. In early March, while she was out looking for water, Olena was captured by Russian troops, she says, held hostage in a one-room apartment for 2 days. But it was about to get even worse.
Говорю, глянь мужа, говорю, він навіть не став його дивитися. Я говорю, сразу говорю, ну, може, мужа оглянеш. Він сразу до мене почав. Налякана дуже була. Бог йому суддя. Бог його суддя.
So this is the worst crime that your citizens can commit, your husband can commit. Please tell them, stop it, or they all will go to hell. I mean, forever, like their leaders together. Be forever in hell, burning in there, tortured, raped, and molested, and all kinds of punishments. How can anybody, even during war, systematically tell their soldiers to rape these harmless women and children, young boys or girls or men? And how can any woman encourage their own husband to brutally, evilly force this woman into such kind of torture, rape? This is beyond human, beyond beasts. Even the beasts in the jungle, they don't do that.
Right.
So what kind of Russia is it that your leaders and you women want it to be? What kind of Russia do you want it to be? I mean, what kind of a nation do you want Russia to become? What kind in the whole world? How can you face anybody on this planet? Think about it. Go home, go back to Russia, and apologize to the whole world. Hopefully, humans will forgive you. Is there anything else?
Yes, Master.
Tell me.
People have criticized the Princess of Wales, Princess Catherine, for wearing an expensive diamond brooch valued at £14,000 during UK's current economic hardships at a state banquet. Some say she should rather have donated that to a worthy charity cause.
I don't know what these people think. She's a future queen of Great Britain. Should she wear something like from Walmart?
Oh, no, Master.
No, Master.
Yeah. And that is a state dinner, and the first state dinner for King Charles III. And they are having guests from other countries, like the president of South Africa.
Yes.
People are like that. I mean, maybe it's an heirloom from her family, her friends, or her relatives. Gave it to her. And this is the first banquet for King Charles III. So, of course, she wants to look the best, to represent her country.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
And in every country, there are rich people and poor people. You can't help it. As I told you already, all this crazy war and spending on killing instead. And even if England did not make war, the war in other countries also involved UK, then they also have to spend a lot of money on that, on the war, since World War I and World War II already.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
But in England's system, they really take care of people, as far as I know. Like if the family has problems and the children are not well cared for, they will take care of the children.
Yes.
And if the parents don't look after the children well, then the children will be like the Queen's children. The government will take care, will pay for houses, for their school, for their college, and for all the expenses that the children need until they grow up more and have jobs and earning their own money.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
This is a very good system. And every country has poor and rich because the world is like that nowadays.
Yes, Master.
The money is not spent on truly good causes. And one bad country infects the other countries, for example.
Right.
But even if the Princess of Wales, Catherine, donated that brooch for any charity cause, it won't last too long either.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
right.
Yes.
Even if she donates everything she has, and excuse me, just wear pajama to go to the state banquet, still it won't help the whole country. It won't last long.
Yes, right.
Yes, Master.
The whole society has to change systems.
Yes.
And the whole country's citizens have to chip in to help.
Yes,
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 Master.
Master.
Ta lặng yên tế bao chuyện nhạc, từng lời ca như mật rót vào tim, buồn lâng lâng theo cung bậc êm đềm, trong rung cảm ta ngỡ ngàng chiến
Actually, I feel more energetic being vegan. I think eating a lot of animal products, especially dairy, will slowly destroy the body. I'm always amazed by how easy it is to be vegan. Grains, vegetables, and beans are available everywhere. Esther Hahn, vegan.
I morgen, mellom mester og disipler.
It's not all the governments or princesses' fault. It's all the people in the world have to change to a more benevolent, a more compassionate way of life. Then we will not have poverty. Then we will not have problems. Then we will not have any war or pandemics.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And the princess should wear what she has to represent a great country like England.
Ydmyke seere, vi takker for deres selskap for dagens episode med tittelen Himmelen bistår de som på den barmhjertige veganske veien, del 1 av 3 deler, på programmet mellom mester og disipler. Det neste som kommer utvalg fra teosofiens hellige læresetninger I nøkkelen til teosofi, del 2 av 2 deler om den 7-årige grunnloven av vår planet på visdomsordprogrammet rett etter bemerkelsesverdige nyheter. Vennligst følg med på Supreme Master TV for flere positive programmer. Måtte den melodiøse naturlige lyden av raslende blader og livlige bekker inspirere dere til å søke deres indre himmelske melodi. Humble viewers, we thank you for your company for today's episode entitled Heavens Assist Those on the Benevolent Vegan Path, Part 1 of 3, on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is selections from Theosophy's Secret Teachings in the Key to Theosophy, Part 2 of 2, on the septenary constitution of our planet, on words of wisdom, right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more positive programming. May the melodious natural sounds of rustling leaves and babbling brooks inspire you to search for your inner heavenly melody.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, hell not reach.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.